Like, can we not?
Same thing for, like, GH sounds.
Yeah, stop it. Right, because, like, I think on the Bim Bam, they talked about, I forgot the name of the show, but like, Kristen Bell did the show where, like, she was having people who were in theater, like, redo things that they did in, like, high school when they were young or whatever the hell. And there was one girl who, like, her boyfriend in high school was like, wouldn't it be cute? Like, her name is Amy. It was like, wouldn't it be cute if you switched the spelling? And the way he had her spell it, and she changed it legally to this, was Ameigh. And I'm like, oh my god. And she's like a pediatrician or like an obstetrician.
Right, like a full-ass adult.
Yeah, and so like on her medical degree, it's like Dr. Ameigh. Like, oh my god. That's...
Doctor can't spell.
Right, yeah. Like, if I walked into my like, kid's pediatrician's office and they were like, oh, your usual one's not here, but we're going to set you up with this doctor. And, you know, they walk in and then that's the spelling. I'm going to be like, no, actually. I'll just go to urgent care. No, I wouldn't take it that far. But still, like...
You would think about that shit all damn
I would talk
day.
about it in a recorded medium. Well, as I am right now. So that's example 1. Example 2 is the name Bailey. Also a fine name. Not one I would pick myself. Same with Colin. I also would not use Colin. But, you know, you think Bailey and you're like, yeah, sure, that starts with like a big B. Not to these parents. To these parents, it starts with a little v. So, Vayle.
Yeah, just like factually
Vailey.
incorrect.
And it's like, that is not how you pronounce that. Like that name, the Bailey. And the mom said it, Bailey. And so I was like behind my preceptor, the doctor, and I kept looking at his screen and like, listen, I'm already questioning how well my eyes are doing these days. Like I do think I will probably need some correction sometime soon. And I just kept seeing, like, I was like, where's the B? I can't find the B. And he's like, if he's looking at a different patient while in this room? That's weird. And finally, like, when they left and I was able to actually, like, get closer to the screen.
Shit. I was mid-dodge.
Yeah, I was like, oh, no, that's how they've chosen to spell it. My god.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, I was like, my god. Why? I know there was this one patient whose name was Nevea. But the spelling of it, if you looked at it enough, you realize, oh, it's heaven backwards. Which, like, that's interesting in a fantasy world.
Sure. That's interesting if you've got to, like, gather the dragon spirits.
Yeah, correct. Yes. But however, the final...
It's not going to be great when you have to, like, fill out an application for a job.
Right. However, and, like, don't get me wrong, I do think...
This is the bridge where they fucked me raw last time, I'm pretty sure.
I know it's unfortunate, right, that, like, you know, people would be judged against by something they didn't have a choice in, by their name. You know, like, you go to apply to a job and they see your name and they're like, well, fuck that, you know. As far as I got like, last time. I know that sucks, and that I do know that there's for sure, like, racist roots to that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, like,
a lot of that comes from, like, we live in like inherently Caucasian society.
Right, yes. But which I will say, every example I have provided so far was Caucasian patients. Every example so far. So, you know. So don't get me wrong, like, I understand that and I do think it's unfortunate, but like the thing is, like, it's genuinely more of a judgment on me, on the parent, than it is the person with the name. Because it's not their choice. They didn't choose to be named that, you know? So, yes. The most tragic example that I saw, and before I keep talking, before anybody's gonna be like, this is a HIPAA violation, I am not telling you anything other than a first name. Good fucking luck. And, like, while the spelling's a bit crazy, I doubt they're the only ones that have done this in the entire country, so don't even with me. However, the most sad example that I saw of this...
An unfortunate
So sorry. I really wish I'd waited to tell this to Sush. I told him off screen, and I wish I waited before... Or I waited to tell him until now, because the reaction was so good, because it deserves the reaction. You know, the name Jasmine. Of course, pretty. I personally do really like that name, and would be a name I would give a child of mine. You know, like Disney Princess. Oh, hell yeah. That's cool. That's a nice name.
Or
yeah.
like rice or a stone.
Oh, right. Except...
I don't know why rice came before stone in the hierarchy of...
Yeah,
Listen.
but it's fine. Wait, a stone? The flower. Jade's
I'm
a
thinking
stone.
of jade.
Yes. I agreed, and then I realized, wait a minute. Anyway, yeah, so I like it.
I'm what you might call a humble idiot.
I like it because of the flower. I like flower names, I'll just be honest. That's just who I am. I'm a simple woman. I see a flower name, I take it. But the oh my god. Oh, this poor girl. The way it was spelled was Jazzmen. You know, like a group of people who identify as males that play jazz. Like, jazzmen. You know. Like, why would you do that? Like, I can't imagine creating a human, or like finally being able to, like, well, I guess when you adopt they already have a name, I think most of the time, like if you're older, but like I can't imagine creating a human or obtaining a human young and looking at them and deciding, like, I'm gonna name them Jasmine, but I'm gonna change the spelling to be unique, and then writing it down and not looking at that spelling and going, probably should do that. I just realized that could be a different meaning. Like, how do you not notice? Or like, it's worse if you notice.
There's a lot of y'all.
There's too many of you guys. Or worse, if you notice and then decide, I'm going to do nothing about this other than go through with this terrible decision. Like, that sucks. She has to get a job at some point. Anyway, that's my rant on names. Do better, people hearing at home. Even with your dogs, which I will say, or not just dogs, but like pets. Because of all these pets you can get away with. Like, you can name a pet like Buttersquatch. Or Buttersquash. Excuse me. And like, it's
no,
fine.
Buttersquatch is the
Buttersquatch is
best dog name,
better.
objectively.
You know, like Buttercup. Like, I know Travis named his dog that. Like, I'm not allowed to name a human Daisy, so I'm like, well, fuck you, fine, I'm going to name my dog that. And that's like still a cute name, you know? But like, so you can get away with a lot more nonsense with a pet because they're a pet and it's fun and it's cute, but still be nice. Like, that's your pet, be sweet. Don't name them like Sir Lord Fart, like, come on. And like, oh,
but do, and send me pictures of your lovely dog, Sir Lord Fart.
No, well, okay, to be fair, if this is like a dog that toots a lot, like, Sir Lord Fart's fine. But like, you could name them like Sir Lord Toot. Now that's better. That's an improvement.
If you say so.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's sweeter. Just between fart and toot. Plus the initials are better. So SLT instead of SLF. So a little sandwich. SLT. So did we ever get back from, like, information from that one person who said the tuna in Subway wasn't tuna? Like, did they ever release what that actually was, or did we just forget all about that?
Excuse me?
Do you not hear? Oh boy. Okay. There was commotion about 2 months ago, a month ago, some shit like that. Some person, for some reason, took the tuna from Subway to a lab to be identified because they were like, well, this clearly
That's
isn't.
how you use your time.
They were like, this clearly isn't tuna. And then the lab was like, you're right, it's not tuna. And Subway said, no, it totally is tuna. But they wrote like 3 paragraphs to say that. But then they never kind of got around to like getting into, like, if you're gonna write me 3 paragraphs just to say, yes, it's tuna, I need you to tell me where the fuck that tuna came from and how you make it. You can't just be like, yeah, it's tuna, and now, like, you can't write me 3 paragraphs the way I write 3 paragraphs.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The circus came out of that fucking hut.
Yeah, so this one person was just like, well, this isn't tuna.
Where's Yuna?
Yeah, what the hell? Yuna.
I need air support.
Summon, Summon Ragnarok.
Hit him with Ifrit.
That's
Fuck.
the one, Ifrit.
I mean, there's a few different ones.
Yeah, but Ragnarok certainly is not one of them.
That still hurt. Why did that still hurt?
Brute force, brute force, brute force.
Here's my plan.
Yeah, so one fucker was like, I'm Testis, and Lab said, that ain't tuna, and so we was like, yeah, it was. And then we never heard anything again, so I don't know. And I just remember because it said SLT, whoa, and it made me think of a sandwich. You are for sure, though. I'm so sorry.
Goonies never say die.
I'm diagnosing you with death. I'm sorry. Oh no! This is not social distancing. Y'all need to fuck off. I'm sorry. I should. You just have because you broke your fucking ankle. No, you might be onto something. Oh, you're about to fall backwards. Careful. You don't want to die like that. No. Whoa. Plus Ultra. Holy shit. You may have fucking done it. Fucking absolute mad lad. Oh, I just have to keep telling. Oh no. Oh, I see red. See skies of red. Red things too.
This is a very good song.
Thanks.
I don't get to revive. I don't have enough.
Mr.
Damn, he brought the blade down.
Mr. Who sings the song? Can you tell me without them knowing I didn't know it?
Yeah, there's a Fullmetal Alchemist character based on it.
Armstrong? Louis Armstrong. Mr. Armstrong said I could use it.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, you're a good friend of mine. You can use my song for this one game.
Dude, fuck clean off.
God, I fucking love Olivier Armstrong.
I mean, of course.
She's like, she is, girl boss.
Dumb.
What do you mean? And, Maze Hughes is the original male wife. I don't care what anybody says.
I thought you were gonna say he's the original girl boss, and I was like, you know what? I'll take it.
Maze Hughes is not a girl boss. He's a very successful, wonderful man. He is not a girl boss.
Do you think Mace Hughes used girl power when he was killed in a phone booth?
I can just walk out that fucking door.
Wow.
You know how I feel about that man, and I love him. And that was very rude of you.
You're right about him being the original male wife, though.
Oh, just kidding. I thought our father had left the window open, and I was like, what the fuck, man? But no, I was wrong. Sorry. Did not mean to deter from the action.
Whoops. I'm over here just, like, giving my position
away.
Oh, and I'm among us.
It has been, well, I guess now, it has been one day since somebody has said, oh, your name is like that Sonic character. So, yeah, I had a little girl who was like, she was very sweet. She wasn't even the patient, her, like, younger brother was. Or no, she was. She was there actually with a ankle sprain. She, like, did a flip too good and fucking fucked it up.
Don't we all wish we did a flip too good sometimes?
Yeah, but in her case, it didn't go well, so. They were worried it was fractured, but thankfully not. Just a sprain, which is, like, not comfy, but better than a fracture. She... No, I'm lying. I'm mixing up two different patients. Well, again, I was right the first time.
Excuse me, I hit that.
The girl that said the
All
thing
right,
to me was not the patient. She was the patient's older sister. That's what it was. That was there because the mom was like, well, obviously I can't just, like, leave one of them behind. Oh, my God.
Take me home.
Jesus.
God, they didn't even deliberate too much on that one. They were like, nah, this fool's.
He's out. Yeah, so I was like, I was actually leaning forward listening to her brother's, like, heart. But then when I, like, took off my stethoscope, she was like, did you know that you're named after a cartoon character? Your name is like a cartoon character's name? And I'm like, oh, which one? Because I'm thinking, like, the recent shit, like, The Loud House and, oh, what's the name of this Loud House, spinoff? The main character
This
in
is
the
how old I am? I don't even know what you're talking about.
I've never watched The Loud House, to be fair. I just know it from commercials. I just know that The Loud House, the main character has an Hispanic friend, and so her and her family got a spinoff of their own. but I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, them. I'm trying to think of like recent shit. You know, I'm like, okay, like Teen Titans Go, SpongeBob's still going, and like a lot of kids know SpongeBob. So I'm like, who's she?
Now there's spin-offs of SpongeBob.
Yeah, there's a camp one,
which is fucked up because the creator Steven Hillenburg, which is like, please, for the love of God, do not let them do like. Y'all can keep making SpongeBob. Do not make any spin-offs.
Oh, wow.
And, like, not even a year later, Viacom was just like, hee hee, Camp Coral.
Yeah. But, yeah, anyway, so I was like, oh, which one? And she was like, from Sonic. And I was like, God damn it. This again. I didn't even think Sonic was, like, a watchable thing. But I guess I just remembered,
Sonic Boom.
Yep. Yeah. Literally just now sitting here, I remembered Sonic Boom was a thing. Because I was like, damn, this girl's got access to, like, Sonic XD or whatever the hell the animated was. I was like, good for her. She watching that old shit. Like that, like, Disney XD or whatever channel. And and then, of course, just now I'm like, oh, wait, Sonic Boom. Which is on...
It was
Cartoon Network. Yeah. Yeah, so... It has been one day. We will see what the countdown becomes next time. Oops.
Time to go.
I'm mad. He's out there killing like a monster. No, he's out there hiding. He's out there strategically hitting, and then running away. And then coming down on them like a falcon. Like a falcon.
Y'all better not see this shit.
There's no way.
Listen, you say that,
You've been wrong before.
I've been harmed.
Oops, 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 oops.
I don't care what you think you saw. You ain't.
You ain't.
You ain't.
She bet I don't. Oh, the great motto of my friend. She bet I don't.
I really just like, these big guys gotta go.
Yeah.
No fatties. No, they just fucking hurt. Even with the, like, style that's meant to, like, take them down.
Yeah, no body shaming. They're just hard to fight.
Also, like...
They're just so strong.
I can't be body shaming, because, like, I'm a chunky boy.
Yeah, but... Dude, the difference between you and that... Well, you're also strong. They're just very strong. Because they're trained, and they have to be. Because you don't have to hunt for food. They do.
Nor am I in, presumably, the army. It's like the equivalent, I guess.
Right. You can just vibe. They were not allowed to vibe. That's why they're so grumpy.
Strict orders not to vibe.
That's why they're so grumpy.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, no, one of our friends is, he has joined the Marines, and so he will be departing soon, which breaks my heart, because I'm too dumb to know that that's how it works. I was like, oh, he'll just be, like, nearby, I guess, right? And, like, no. He's, like, still gonna be in the States, so it'll be fine, but still. But, they, like, made him, like, he already had a buzz cut, and they, like, made him shave his, like, little, like, beard. I'm like, oh, no. That's so mean. And he was like, and of course he was like, bro, it's the first time I ever had to shave. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you always kept your shit clean. Like, you shaved before. And he was like, no. My dad is my barber, so he would style my hair and then groom my beard. So, like, and he was like, and I was like, well, why didn't you just wait on your dad to do it? And he was like, no, you don't understand. I was at the place, and they were like, that's gotta go. And they handed me a razor and said, go to the bathroom and take care of it. And I just had to do it on the spot, and I was like, what the fuck?
See, like...
It's so dumb. What was I gonna do?
I mean, like, it's gonna make you join their cult mentality.
Yeah, basically. Because I'm like, what the fuck's I gonna do? It's not like you could say, like...
Oh, you know why she didn't join me? Because she's literally on the other side of this fucking door.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Well, like, she doesn't have a grappling hook. It's like, open the bridge door for Yuna.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's right there. It's just...
I really was just like, how am I completely unsupported in this?
Oh, Yuna.
I mean, it's really not her fault.
No. I was gonna apologize. Hang on, I'm getting there. I would like to say I'm very sorry for the sass we at some point I'm sure gave of being like, where is she? Why is she not helping?
Just want to give you a
so
formal verbal whoopsie
from the depths
and a heartfelt my bad.
Yeah, from like deep within our hearts, we just truly want to say,
whoops,
our bad. Whoopsie doodle, whoopsie poopsie. Cause I don't fucking know. Sorry. It's actually kind of really tickled me that we built up this whoopsie poopsie so much. Tragic.